When the beat catch you off guard.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, there went. What's going on, everybody? And thank you for tuning in to another edition, another episode of the Man Up Real Talk podcast. I am your host, Mr. Mike Wiley, aka the host with the most, aka Mr. Salt and Pepper. Saying greetings and salutations to all of you, our faithful followers and listeners. Listen, we appreciate every like, every share, every click, every download, and whatever it is that you do to support this podcast. Please know and understand that we appreciate it, and we don't take it for granted at all, ever.
We don't
take it for granted.
We love y'all.
Now, if you're joining us for the first time, I want to say welcome and thank you. We appreciate you. And if you're coming back for a second, third, fourth, fifth, seventh helping, I say welcome back, because your boys and girl is back on the air with the Men of Real Talk podcast for the people. Now, you may notice we might be -1 on today because Mr. Philip Hines is out doing some family stuff. I'm like, the nerve of this dude.
I mean, to be family oriented. Who the thunk? Like
the nerve to be a black man and to actually do stuff with your family. Who are you trying to impress, sir?
I mean,
Jesus. I mean, that's like actually being there and stuff. I mean, clearly that doesn't. I mean, we know that, right? We know that that's not real. But he's not here because he's doing some family stuff. And my niece turned 7. Is she 17? She turned 7. Is she 17? She turned 17 today. So happy birthday, Kennedy.
Oh, Kennedy. Yeah. We got a lot of December birthdays.
It's a lot. It's too many December birthdays. What was y'all niggas doing earlier in the year? I'm just saying. Was getting it in. Jeez.
I mean, spring chickens, baby.
March was jumping off, wasn't it?
Spring chickens, baby.
My goodness.
Them chickens was clucking, baby.
Man, chicken. Anyway, but look, so he's not here on today. But joining me, as you see, is Miss Phyllis, aka Miss Unbothered, aka the last of a dying breed, is in the building. What's going on?
You better tell them who I am.
Look,
and Jasmine are in the building today.
Who is Jasmine?
My hair. Jazzy today, so I call her Jasmine. Come on, girl. Hello, girls with the curls. Here.
I refuse.
And fix it.
I refuse.
Fix it.
I refuse. Look, well, I can't do nothing. I ain't got nothing to do with that one. Listen, appreciate everybody that's here in the live chat. Those that are going to be watching, those that are hanging out with us now, and those that will come back and watch it at a later time. We appreciate you. I see Eddie is in the chat. What's going on, man? Appreciate you. Who else is in here? Eric is in the building. Lord Jesus.
Who said they here for service?
What
service?
Look, I don't know. Natasha might think that I might do some stuff, but I'm not, because I'm not going to betray that. I'm not going to do it.
Oh, that's an inside joke. Because
it's not an inside joke. Some of you may have been wondering, because the name of the episode changed. It was called the Miss Joy Washington episode, but we had to change that name to It Is What It Is episode.
Correct.
Because sometimes you just got to roll with the punches. And we had a guest that was scheduled on tonight. I was really looking forward to talking to her and talking about her organization and just letting her know about who she is. And y'all know how we do on here. And the content, just to kind of let the people know who she is and what she does. And it didn't quite work out that way.
He's so nice.
I mean, I'm not Jason Lee. I'm not gonna get on here and be messy. That's not what I do.
I can do it for you.
No.
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 I mean, you my brother, so
I understand, but no, you are going to do it. I am going to bask in the glow of my Christmas aura. And we just going and it is gonna be what it's gonna be. Because that's how we do it. Phil, he's in the chat. I thought you was somewhere doing some family stuff. What's really going on? Look at him. Please,
he's still full from Thanksgiving.
Look, okay, can we just do this? Look, real quick, public service announcement. If you're still eating leftovers, stop it.
No, if you still eating leftovers, your food nasty. So
stop it. I'm officially calling the doctor because you are about to die. Stop it. Just stop. Let it go.
Cooking is not your ministry. So
cooking is clearly not your ministry. Food is not meant to be ate 2 weeks. It's not meant to be eaten 2 weeks after it's been cooked. It's just not. Eddie said, I'm going Super Saiyan over here. Wait. No, Eddie. No. No. Frozen does not. Listen.
You should have made some chicken salad and been done with it.
It delays the inevitable. That's all it does. Your macaroni and cheese is not, it's no longer good.
It didn't slap. If you still have leftovers.
And we're going to really, okay, let's talk about it. If you still got leftovers today, your food was terrible. Your food was trash.
Trash.
That's what it was.
It was trash.
It was trash. That's what it was. Your turkey was dry. Your greens was gritty.
Your macaroni. Clean them. You're supposed to clean your greens.
You're supposed to clean the greens. It was trash. That's what it was. What?
It was garbage.
Oh, Jesus.
Is that big dog in the house?
Big dog. What up, cuzzo? Man, look, appreciate you popping in, man. Look,
walking on gravel roads with no shoes on. Big ups to Austin Wiley.
One stop sign for the whole county. What's going on, man? Look.
I never understood that one stop sign. I'm like, who's here?
Who's stopping? That's what I'm asking.
Why?
Stopping?
What are
honestly,
we stopping for?
Why are we stopping? For the grasshoppers?
To get you a Coca-Cola from the store.
Stop to get you a Coke. Look, I know the people I know y'all. I know also I know y'all ain't talking about Mississippi like that. We really not, cuz.
We are. Yeah, I love Mississippi. Really I love Mississippi.
I can't tell you if I love it or not because I ain't been down there in over 40 years.
I didn't mean to laugh.
And the last time I was down there, I got stung by a bee. So what does that tell you? I ain't got good memories.
This lady clean.
Yeah, oh my. Listen. Okay, so since we are here, and since Christmas is coming up, we need to talk about some things.
I'm sorry.
We need to talk about some things. Why are you Negroes cleaning canned greens? Why? What?
But I'm sorry.
No, Phyllis, I don't think you understand. I don't think you understand. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so I'm so sorry. So I remember from a couple of years ago where people were finding grasshoppers in their canned greens. Now, I'm not sure if it was glory greens, but I do recall people finding grasshoppers in their canned greens. So maybe she did it as a precaution to make sure there weren't any insects or anything else of that sort in there. I'm just
I am not.
I'm
gonna
just
sit here.
saying.
No. We are not going to sit here and entertain that foolishness. We're not doing it. No.
I'm just saying.
You're cleaning canned green, and then not only that, yeah, it was Glory Greens, John. I was just about to say it was Glory Greens with the grasshoppers. I get it. Maybe you're a little precautious, but you washing canned greens with dishwashing liquid. Why? Why are you doing that? Why?
Why are you on the mic like that?
First of all, they canned greens. They don't need to be washed. They need to be heated and served. Secondly, they canned greens.
Maybe she didn't like the seasoning. I'm just trying. I don't know.
If you still have leftover Thanksgiving food, your Thanksgiving was trash. Your dressing was green because you put too much poultry season in it. Let's talk about it.
Sage.
Sage is not for coloring.
Sage.
Stop putting so much sage and poultry season in your dressing. What is wrong with y'all?
Oh, wait a minute. So was that Eddie? Did he save his turkey for Christmas? Is that what he gonna have?
Is that what he doing? Yeah, I think Eddie froze his turkey for Christmas. Stop the madness. Your food was trash. If you still, let me tell you something. If you had to slice your dressing, it's a good chance your food was trash. If you had to pour the macaronis on somebody's plate, it's a good chance.
My God. Help today, Jesus. Not pouring the macaroni.
Woo, Lord, that just made me laugh. If you had to if you poured macaronis on,
that is ungodly. That is ungodly. Period. Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
If you poured macaronis on somebody's plate, listen, stop it. If somebody mistook your cake for cornbread, your Thanksgiving was trash.
Cornbread cake.
Ooh, I make my German chocolate with Jiffy. Nigga, what? Stop it. Stop.
No, people that make dressing with Jiffy cornbread mix, that's lazy and that is ungodly.
Let me say this. If you make dressing with Jiffy, you was not loved as a child. And every time your friends went to the store, they never bought you anything. And now you trying to get back at them. Stop making dressing with Jiffy. It's you might as well just use stovetop stuffing and get it over with.
Now,
I knew it. I knew that was coming. Go ahead.
Stovetop stuffing is not to be okay. Now I know that some people use stovetop to add to the dressing because we've done that. Now to use stovetop as is and to make it on top of the stove, no. If you're not using stovetop something like bread or croutons to put in the dressing, in the cornbread mix, then you're ungodly and you're going to food hell. But you can use stovetop stuffing in your cornbread dressing, but to prepare stovetop as is on top of the stove is ungodly. That is all. It's not for our community. I mean,
she said stovetop isn't even for our community.
listen, if you need to, I will say this: we've used stovetop inside of the dressing. Now to
wait.
Having dressed, yes.
When you say we,
as in our family, as in when Mama doesn't have croutons.
Oh no!
As in, it's a substitute. When you can cook, you can make it work.
I've been deceived.
If you can whip it in the kitchen, you gonna make it work. Now, if you just putting stovetop on the stove, then God bless you and your stomach and your bathroom and hopefully your rolls of tissue that you purchased for Costco. I don't know.
You sound like? You sound like Phil when he be defending open pit barbecue sauce.
Oh. You know open pit now. Now. Phil.
Ooh, wait.
I don't eat no open pit.
Your whole countenance just changed. Let me tell you something. I don't know too many black people that use open pit. I don't
know too many people that use open pit either.
Yeah. You know what though? You know what, Tina? Here's the crazy part. You're probably right. I probably have. And it might have been one of them instances where I just said, hey, it was good.
To be nice.
Just to be nice.
Mm-hmm. You tasted that sugar?
Yeah, I tasted it. It was sweet. I tasted it. It was sweet. I knew you used Jiffy, but I didn't want to put you on blast like that. And I didn't want to ask who made the dressing because that just adds to the anxiety. And I didn't want to do that. But you're right. I about tasted it and was not happy at the fact that I did taste it.
I'm sorry. I'm reading through these comments.
What do you say? You can make it work. However, stovetop is what some other communities make to feed. Look. Phil talking about some y'all not about to hate on open pit. You mean armpit barbecue sauce? Because that's what it tastes like.
Straight from the pit of hell. Ain't nobody gonna be eating.
It tastes like sweat and tomatoes. Open pit has to be the worst barbecue sauce ever.
Oh my God. Who is that?
Let's Phil talking about some don't be hating on the open pit. That stuff is trash.
We know to bring our own barbecue sauce at the cookout in your house, Phil.
Absolutely. I mean, look, to each his own. To each his own. We're not talking about the LGBTQ community, Eric. You know, y'all eat all that stuff. Y'all stovetop stuffings and green bean casseroles and the whole nine. We already know.
First of all, I'm an ally, Eric. Hey.
She is definitely an ally. She is the nationwide of the LGBTQ community. Because she is on your side.
Yes, I am. Yes, I am. And let me tell you something. The LGBTQ plus community, they know how to throw a party.
Speaking of which, I know I posted this on Facebook, but nobody really answered my question. Does LGBTQ or whatever them letters are?
BTQ.
So plus. LGBTQ plus, is that the premium version of gay?
No. That is the acronym for all of the communities. From my training, we say plus. We no longer say IA anymore. So yeah. So you just say plus. Because it's just so many. It's so many categories.
I swear. They make new ones like every day.
Yeah.
It's new ones every day. I swear. They got some now that don't mean anything. I am everything and nothing. I am more and I'm not. And my pronouns is zim zim zip zap zippity zoo.
Yeah, those are just the people that are being assholes.
Yeah, it's like stop it.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
ran
understand.
across one girl. Well, can't really call her a girl, but
Don't misgender her. Him.
she was basically saying they were basically saying that their pronouns were they and demon. And then there's another of her, the person that she was I don't know, were doing the video with was they fairy. And I was just like,
It's different. Listen.
it's you're going to always offend them because their pronouns change every day. I am learning that they can change as many times as they like. It is impossible to not offend them because we don't know what the hell is going to happen next. So I'm just
I
like,
don't
I love you and I'm going to address you by your name. I don't
I
care
don't
about your pronouns. Tell me your name and that's how I will address you.
I'm gonna say this because somebody sent me the link to this video, and there was a young man. He is a biological man, but he identifies as a woman, and he has a pretty healthy following on social media. And I guess he goes to restaurants, and it's not like he's reviewing any food or anything.
Oh, I've seen that.
He's just at the who is this? Oh, hey girl, what's going on?
Kitty!
Yeah.
Hey, that's our childhood friend. Hey.
Yeah. Hey, tell your brother he needs to call me, punk. That dude, I've been trying to reach out and he ain't calling me back. Tell him I know where you live. I mean, I don't,
something
but
else.
yeah, you tell your brother he needs to call me.
Say his name. Sanchez. We called him for Thanksgiving.
Williamson. We calling you out.
Called him for Thanksgiving, trying to link up. That's okay. It's cool.
That's all right. We know it's okay. It's okay. But good seeing you, girl. We appreciate you. But yeah, so he's at these restaurants and he's recording himself talking or whatever it is that he's doing. And so the waiters are coming up to him, and he clearly looks like a man dressed up as a woman. Mm-hmm. And so the server's first instinct is to call him sir. And as
nephew coming in.
Then you
don't do my nephew. Don't do my nephew. Don't do him. He good. He good. Keep going.
See this is what happens when you're doing live. And Negroes don't respect your boundaries. They just walk in your room. But so he clearly is a guy who's dressed up as a woman. And so I'm sure the server's first instinct is to call him sir, and they do. And he was like, I'm not a sir. I'm not a sir. And he was like, yes. And so and they're normally nice, but like, I'm sorry. What did you? Yeah, I'm not a sir. You refer to me as sir, but I'm not a sir. I'm I prefer to be referred to as ma'am or however it is that he phrases it. And so it's so gut-wrenching and so devastating to him that he has to go and talk to the managers of these servers. And he's like, listen, so-and-so and such, your server came over here and he referred to me as sir, and I'm not a sir. And I'm like, well, what is the manager supposed to do? Yeah, Eric, that is the one that you sent me. And I'm sitting there thinking like, well, what does he want the manager to do? What I don't. And I joke about it a lot. Me and Eric go back and forth because I'll be like, I'll be like, they got to be stopped. And it's not that they have to be stopped, but the tomfoolery of it all. It's just like, how are you upset at a person for for acknowledging you the way that they see you, and that they understand, like, you're clear. Like, it be guys with beards like mine, and they have on lipstick and stuff, but it's like somebody call you sir and you're upset because they called you sir. Wow. How can you possibly be that? How can you possibly be that naive to believe that you want the world to change up their whole pronoun game just for you? And that's the crazy part of it all. And then the other aspect of it is that it's never ending. Like, there is no chart that says, okay, this is what it is. It's like every week, every month, it's something new. I'm a cat.
Those are what they call them, furries.
The furries. I'm not referring to you as a cat, dude.
Yeah.
Because, because if that's the case, I'm going to treat you like a stray cat. Kick you out from the front of my door. Move.
There's there's a superintendent that was fired here in the state of Missouri because he refused to put litter boxes in the elementary school bathrooms for those that were identifying as furries. So they are not forced to speak. They can purr. They can do whatever it is that they want. And he refused to do it. So therefore he was fired. So this was actually on the news. Maybe it was sometime last year about the superintendent being fired because he was not, they were basically saying that he was not being supportive of the students who were identifying. He wasn't respecting their pronouns and all of these other things. So this particular elementary school here in the state of Missouri have litter boxes in the bathrooms. Yeah. What is it?
This new Call of Duty is all that. I'm just saying because it's less common. Okay.
Right.
Play the new Call. Look, play the new Call of Duty. Don't worry about the pronouns. But it's that's my main gripe with it. It's just it just seems to be never ending. I don't have a problem with the person wanting just basic human rights. I think everybody should be treated the way. If I think people should be treated the way that anybody should be treated. I want you to be treated the way that I would like to be treated. With respect, with the sense of decorum. I don't want you to feel. I don't want to be. I would hate for somebody to not be treated as a person. But some of the things, it's just like, come on now. And I'm gonna be honest with you. To me, it's a form of bullying. It comes off as a form of bullying to me because the way that they be doing and how they act towards people that don't. First of all, I don't know you, so how am I supposed to know what you identify as if I've never had this conversation with you? If I call you ma'am or sir, and you're neither one of those, or you're one or the other, why can't you just say, "Oh no, I identify as so and so and such and such"? Okay, cool. Then while we are conversing and while we're having our interaction, I will acknowledge you as such. And that's probably about the extent of it, right? But why go all off the handle because I've misgendered you and now I'm transphobic and all these other things? And it's just like, just sometimes the way that they take it is just it's a bit much. But I'm not here to talk about them tonight. That's not even why. I'm just not even there. Mental harm is still stuff. I agree. Yeah. I mean, it's a mental health situation. If you don't send money on Cash App, you must be homophobic. I threaten people every day.
My God.
That sounds about right. Everyone should just wear name tags, so don't be offended or cancel anyone. You know what? I wish it was that easy, Tina. I really wish it was that easy. Because I mean, seriously, it's almost going to get to that point. Hello, my name is Michael. My pronouns are him and his, and I'm triggered. And don't mention tissue because I get triggered by that issue. It's like tissue. Yeah, it's like because people get triggered by everything nowadays. It's like everything. So it is what it is. I'm just saying, man. You know. So, but anyway, I did have a question for you. Me and you, brother and sister, and we have kids. You know, your nephews, my nephews. Let's just say my son, God bless his ministry, calls you in the middle of the night. Auntie Phyllis, I need you to come and get me. Why? Where are you? So-and-so, I'm at this party about an hour and a half away, and my ride left me, and I don't have a way to get home, and I need you to come and get me. Well, why don't you call your mom and your dad? Well, because I wasn't supposed to go to this party, and they don't know I'm here. So I need you to come and get me because I don't have another way home. Can you come and get me? You say, sure, I'll come and get you. You go pick him up and all that good stuff. He says, thank you. Everything is good. My question for you and for the people in the chat, do you tell me that you have to go pick him up from the party that he was not supposed to go to? Or do you keep the fact that you had to pick him up between you two?
You want me to answer that?
I want you to answer that, and I want you to be honest.
I'm keeping it between me and nephew.
Really?
First of all, when he would have called me the first time, all of those other questions that you asked, I wouldn't have asked, where you at? I'm coming. I'm on my way. Because this is one of the things that I've had to learn, especially on a college campus. Mm-hmm. Like, students, they are not aware of, all they know is that they're going to a kickback. They don't know the backstory of the person whose house they go to, whose house they're going to, what they're involved in, who all's going to be there. Right. My thing is that if he got sense enough to call me when he know that he needs to get home, then I'm gonna go pick him up. I would rather for him to call me than for him to get in the car with somebody who might be under the influence. I mean, that's just me, and I'm gonna keep it. Now, does that mean that I'm not gonna drill into his behind when he get in the car? Oh, yeah, he gonna have it. I'm gonna lay into him because I'm auntie. And I'm gonna let him know. I'm gonna get him hip to what's happening. But am I gonna tell you? No.
Really?
No.
Hmm.
No.
I'm a little conflicted about that.
Why?
Well, because I don't know. I guess I would. Like, to me, like, let's just say, okay, you didn't tell me. And then I found out.
Mm-hmm.
And then I found out that you were the one who picked him up.
Mm-hmm.
And you didn't say anything to me about it.
Mm-hmm.
How can I then trust you to know that, well, what else? Like, and because I think I'll be like, well, what else have you not told me?
That ain't for you to know.
But you would understand how I would kind of start thinking like that, though. Like
there. Okay, hold on. Let's pause right there.
Mm-hmm.
because I keep me from picking him up from a party a secret, that doesn't necessarily mean that everything I'm going to keep everything a secret. Like mandated reporting. Everybody are mandated reporters, right? When you know that somebody can be harmed, you provide the information that needs to be provided, right? But a party, that's nothing for me to say, you know what, you effed up. I'm glad you called me. I'm not doing this again. Now, what you do afterwards, what you do with this, armed with this new information, that's on you. But understand, I'm not coming to get you again. So you better start making wiser decisions. That's a party. Now, if now let's just say if it was something life-threatening, yeah, I'm gonna tell you, but it's a party. I think you should feel some type of way about it if I would have said, hell no, get home the best way you can.
Right. What's up, Kenya? Appreciate you popping in, man. Michelle said these youth need to know that they have someone that they can trust, and if they was in trouble, and yes, once they get in the car, it's on.
Absolutely.
Eddie said I would encourage him to tell his parents himself. All right. And Tina seems to support what you said. Sis is right. You don't know what kind of party is going to be all the time. I'm just saying because it's happened to me a few times because I have lots of friends. I'm conflicted with that. On one hand, I understand the reason. I understand the reason behind it because it's a party, right? But I guess my thing is, it's like if you're my sister, or even if it was a friend, lifelong friend, and would you not question or wonder, like, well, why are you not call? Like I wouldn't feel right that he didn't call you. You out here doing whatever it is that you're doing, and I get it. We've all been there. We've all done some stuff that we probably shouldn't have done, and some of us, thank God, didn't get into the trouble that we probably should have got into. That we should have got in. I don't know, man. I don't know.
Are you more concerned, not concerned, but are you more conflicted with how you feel because you feel like not only did your son betray you, but I'm betraying you by not talking, is it like the feeling of betrayal that we can't come to you?
I think it is. I think it is because I would feel like you don't trust me enough to handle the situation like it should be handled. And so instead of you come to me and be like, look, man, this is what happened. Because I would appreciate even if both of y'all came to me and to like Eddie was saying that I will convince him to talk to you, right? Okay. Let's just say if you said, Michael, listen, now you need to, because what if, and this is what I'm saying, like I'm thinking, what if something happens down the line and they say, well, your son was there and this is that and this, that, and the other happened. And I'm sitting up here and I'm blindsided by it because I had no idea he was there, but you knew and you didn't tell me. And now all of this stuff is hitting me and I'm looking at you like, well, you had this information. At least I could have been better prepared from when this thing came down on me, but you said nothing. You said nothing to me whatsoever. And I'm sitting here looking stupid because I'm like, no, my son wasn't there, or no, this didn't happen, or this didn't happen. And then in fact it did. And now I'm looking stupid in this situation because I have no idea what's going on.
But that's the information that you left out. See, this is the thing. Like, if those conversations, like on the way home, do you not think that you already know me?
I know you. Yeah, I know. I know
I'm
you're gonna. I know you're gonna lay into him.
Oh, I am, and you know my mouth.
Yes.
Do you not think that some people just ask questions? It's about asking the right questions. It's like with Solomon. When he comes home every day, I'll be like, what's up? What happened at school today? Nothing. So there's absolutely nothing that happened at school today. Did anything happen that you are afraid to tell me, but you feel like you shouldn't tell me, but you know that you should? And guess what? He'd be like, well, yeah, I got in trouble for talking today. It's not just about asking questions. It's about asking the right questions.
Right.
And if I don't sit there and say, hey, nigga, what happened? Why did they leave you? Why did you come to that party before other people and they just left you? What happened? Where were they going? You never know. He probably got left because he was like, they were on some place. They were on the way to go some other place and he didn't want to go. And they was just like, I find a ride home. You never know what the scenario is. You never know the back end story unless you ask the questions. Now, if something happened, like some type of assault happened, do you think that I wouldn't ask? And if he told me that an assault did happen, of course I'm going to tell you that. But if he just went to a party and got left, he went to a party and got left. I don't need to tell you that.
So no harm, no foul. Even if he wasn't supposed to go.
You know how many times we've done something we never supposed to do, Michael?
I know. I get it. And
you are the gatekeeper. You are the gatekeeper of my secrets. What you getting in your fees for? Do you understand? Like I have said this several times that you have been the only consistent man in the lives of my boys.
I know.
I'm not gonna get upset because my boys come to you and talk to you, because there's only so many times, there's only so much that I can say as a woman to my kids. You're a man. So am I gonna get upset because they can relate to you? Maybe Mo or Gabe came to me because they can relate to me. I'm the cool auntie. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe that's more what it is. I think that's probably what it would be. It's like, well, wait a minute. I'm dad. Why would they come to you? Like, I understand why. Look. Now I understand why they wouldn't call their mama. Now I get that.
Okay, because Kelly belonged to the sanctuary. I still kind of belong to the streets, so I can relate to him.
You do not belong to the streets. Listen. I understand why they wouldn't tell their mama. I get that. But now I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna be a little bothered that they didn't tell me. But you know what? Then when I think about it, I'm gonna tell you. Out of all the punishment and all the yelling and all this other stuff, you know what I hated to hear out of everything? I hated to hear I'm disappointed in you. I hated that. That hearing those words cut me deeper than anything you could have yelled, any punishment you could have dealt out. To hear your parents say, I'm disappointed in you, that hits different. And I think that it would have bothered me more because they're my sons. And I'm like, why would they come to you? Because I think I'll be more pissed if they just came to you and they just couldn't be honest enough with me and say, Dad, look, now I know I wasn't supposed to go to so-and-so. Because I told them, listen, man, look, am I going to be mad? Yeah. Am I going to yell? Probably. But just be honest. Just be honest. And if they still was like, nope, they ain't telling this dude nothing, I'm calling Auntie Phyllis. Auntie Phyllis, I need a ride home.
Where you at?
And don't tell Dad. Because I think they expect you not to. They know you're not gonna tell their mama, but they know how me and you are. They'll be like, please don't. I would be bothered. I would be a little nipped by that. I'm not gonna lie. I would be in my feelings about that. Especially if I found out later. Be like, so you couldn't tell me that they went to the party?
And then I'll be like, oh, they went to the party.
See.
They was getting it in. Like
it's that type of stuff. Let me get to some of these comments here.
Mama was in the middle of the dance floor percolating like.
I wonder if men feel I wonder if men feel different about this, because I would tell my brother about it because I know dudes think different. See, I get that, because it's like, and all transparency, I'm sure, and y'all can sit up there and try to pretend like you don't, especially people that's married. If we're gonna keep it 100, let's keep it 100. I'm quite sure it's some stuff that your kids did that you ain't tell your significant other, because you was like, no, we're just gonna keep it between us.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna keep it between us. No, I ain't gonna tell you, mama. No, because it's handled. I get it. I understand that. I think though with men, it's a little different because I don't know. I think we just look at we were just approach it differently. Like, dude, that was stupid. I'm gonna call it. You were stupid for doing that. You were stupid for getting left. And I told you, if you ever went anywhere, to make sure that I don't care where you are, make sure you got a way home. And
he did. He had me.
No. You are not Uber.
I'm auntie.
No. Yes, I agree. If it's a rare occurrence, it could be swept under the rug. If it's a regular occurrence, it needs to be told. I appreciate that. I like that. Then, of course, he went on to ask probing questions, which I'm not sure if he was being a troll with the term probing questions, because with Eric, you never really know. So
he's basically saying making sure that when he gets in the car, when I go in, make sure.
No.
See, who you
have to be sure with Eric sometimes, because sometimes Eric will throw some stuff in there and you just be like, what did he mean by that? Michelle said by breaking their trust and they won't come to you, and who else? That's true. You got to build that trust.
Exactly.
I had a boy that got caught up in school when a girl accused him of rape because he was the only black dude there. Other folks didn't speak up that saw it was consensual. It took 2 years before someone finally spoke up. That's crazy. I bet she was white. Oh, hey, Sandra, what's going on, cuz? If you're still here, I appreciate you. Baby. Bit different men and women. See, Tina. My siblings hates that I'm the cool one of all the kids come to, whatever. Yeah, but better me than someone who might take advantage of them. I appreciate that. Yeah. And Auntie Phyllis is the cool auntie. She's one of the cool aunties.
I am.
Auntie Jackie is another cool auntie.
Because we've been there. It's something, not to say that you've never been to like a kickback or whatever, but coming from like higher ed, I get all of that. Like, it's just, you want to go out, you want to party. There's no clubs that you can go to. So you go to a house where it's free, where you feel like you're going to be in a safe environment, but not always it ends up that way.
Yeah, right. You'll be told when they move out. Yeah, absolutely. After it's all said and done, Dad, you remember so-and-so, son? Yeah, I went to that party. I told Auntie Phyllis. Word. Good job, son. Yeah. I tell Eddie K. Phyllis because we both need to laugh, but we don't let the kids know we laughed. That's so cute. It's a violation of my trust that I give you as a man, and I'm going to approach it. Yeah, and see, and Eddie, I think that's really, I don't really have a problem with them. I really don't have a problem with them going to, Auntie Phyllis and saying, listen, this, that, and the other. I do have a problem though, especially as a young man, that you didn't feel that you were man. You felt man enough to sneak out, and you felt man enough to go and do what it is that you wanted to do, but you didn't feel man enough to come to me and tell me this is what happened. And this is why I ended up in the situation where I had to call Auntie Phyllis.
And so, because he didn't want to hear that you were disappointed and have those feelings of distraught and just kind of like how you feel or how you felt when you heard your parents tell you that they were disappointed, you're going to hold. I'm just saying, you're trying to hold that against him because he doesn't want to face being a disappointment to his father. Come on back in the. There you go. There you go. He's your son. And right now, this ain't about violating, going against the man code. He called somebody who he knew was gonna come get him. I'm me. That's
Auntie
me.
Phyllis, you are correct, Eric. Auntie Phyllis is definitely an ally.
Yeah, it is.
She is an ally. I do believe in. I believe that you do have to establish that trust with them, but I do like what Eddie also said is that, I would encourage them. Listen, you need to. It's just like if Noah was to come to me with some stuff, if I didn't think it was like of dire straits, I probably wouldn't tell you. But I would encourage him if it was something that I felt he needed to talk to you about. I would absolutely say, bro, look, you need to talk to her about it.
Okay, but my question is, why does he need to have a conversation with you about going to a party and getting left?
No, not necessarily a party.
I'm okay. So
that was just a scenario.
I'm just saying you have all of these. What if this didn't happen? What if it didn't? It just simply he got left.
Okay, yeah, but that's fine. If it was just
saying, like, what's so serious to the point where you got to have a sit down conversation with your son because he went to a party and got left?
But here's the thing: if it was just that he got left, then he could have just called me and said, "Dad, look, man, I went to this party. I know you didn't want me to go, and this, that, and the other, but I ended up going. But my ride left. Can you come and get me?"
And your response will be what, Michael? Because of who you are, it will be what?
I'd be like, "What? I would have. I get like, why are you where are you? Why did you go?"
And then when he say, "Can you come get me?" What are you? Be honest. What are you gonna say?
I'm most like, if it's an hour and a half away, I'm gonna tell him that was stupid. Why would you go someplace and didn't have a way to get back home?
And that's what he's trying to avoid. He's trying to get home. Not all of these questions, not you attacking him on the phone. He just want to get home.
No. That's not me attacking him. That's me.
I get it.
Holding you accountable. Because here's the thing.
Yep.
If you're grown enough to make decisions, then you need to be grown enough to handle. You need to be grown enough to handle the situations and what happens and the effects of your choices. That's all I'm saying.
And that's why he's calling me.
But see, he's calling you to avoid that.
No,
and that's the issue. Yes.
Do you really think that I will allow him to avoid accountability?
But it's different coming from you because you the cool auntie. It's not coming from me.
Nobody wants to get beat down all the time. That's why he's calling me. Let him call me. Tater, call me.
It's not about getting beat down all the time. My whole thing is that when I look at the kids of today, most of these kids have no accountability whatsoever.
No. But yours do, Michael.
It was just an example.
I understand.
Mine do, yes.
Let's focus on the scenario. Let's focus on the people in the scenario. You have to look at all the what's the phrase? The totality of the circumstance.
I am, and when I do that,
you have a good kid.
But is him calling you, and this is what and again, I get all of that, building trust and making sure you maintain that trust and all that thing. And then sometimes, I get all of that. Having a safe space for them to go. I get that. But him calling you instead of calling me or calling mom It's him avoiding consequences.
No,
I
it's
mean,
not.
yes, it is. It is. Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Exactly
If you think that he's going to avoid consequences with me, I'm the cool auntie, but oh, you can get it. I'm sorry, what? You already know me and Noah be about to bang. Oh, you talking to me like you a nigga in the street? Let's go then.
Okay,
when
so
you
then
step into an adult ring, adult rules apply. That's how I talk to my son. Now, you want to continue to talk to me like that? Come on, keep talking. I've almost thrown that kid down the stairs plenty of times.
I understand that. So then let me ask you,
what makes you think that I wouldn't get nephew together?
But my question, okay, so what's the difference then between you getting him together and me getting him together?
Because you do it all. He hears it from you all the time. And there's a delivery. It's almost like you have to think about it when it comes to discipline. Everybody, the whole, okay, let me just say this, that people say it takes a village to raise a child, but the entire village should not have the approval to discipline your child because everybody's strike is different. So with that being said, you talking to him is totally different from when I talk to him. Your word is going, I'm going to be like, nigga.
Exactly. It's don't do that.
No, it's not. No, I'm not talking about as in, oh, you got enough. Why? No. I'm rough around the edges. I'm gonna get with him. I think it's more so that it's just you feeling like you should have come to me. Stop tripping over the fact that he didn't. He was able to talk to somebody that he trusts, and he got home safely. Now, again, if he got caught up in something, and I was driving the getaway car, of course I'm gonna tell you, because that means
you are literally driving the getaway car.
That's what I'm saying. I'm involved in it too. But if there was nothing serious that happened at the party, bottom line, Michael, is this: if nothing serious happened at the party, he's not being criminalized or anything like that. No, I ain't telling you jack. Now,
all right,
if there happens to be a snafu, I'm gonna snatch him up. Maybe pull out a couple of his dreads, and then I'm gonna bring them to you.
All right. So now, what if this becomes a regular occurrence, Auntie Phyllis? Can you
No. See, you missed it.
No, I didn't. No, I didn't. No, I didn't miss it because here's the thing. Here's the thing. And what people, and this is where a lot of people just kind of brush things under the carpet. I'm not saying that you do that, but see, it's things like that where it's like, okay, call Auntie Phyllis, she was cool with it. She yelled at me in the car, but I got home and everything was great. Now he may have somebody else besides Auntie Phyllis that he may call the next time he do something else. And then the next time he do something else, the next time he do something else. And none of these people are holding him accountable like I would for his actions. None of them are holding there are no real consequences because there's always somebody bailing him out. And though you may be reading him his rights in the car, there's no real consequence to what he did, because he's continuing to do it because his folks are going to continue to say, well, we all been there. And if nobody is going to say, look, dude, you know what? I get it. But now you need to talk to your parents about this. I'll go with you. We'll sit down. We can talk together. Look, now, so-and-so snuck out the house. But look, man, we all been there. We all did some stuff that we weren't supposed to do. I got him, brought him home safe. Everything is cool. He good. Everybody else is good. Let's chalk this one up as he did the dummy. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying if they come to you that you got to tell me everything. But there has to be a point. There has to be a point in time where we have to hold him accountable for the actions that he's doing and for the things that he's doing. Because if you don't, then he's going to continue to look for people to bail him out of situations. And I'm not saying that that's the issue with you, but that's my fear, is that if it continues, and I know it's a what if, but it's just like it happens. If he felt like, hey, you know what? I was able to do it this time. I'm going to go ahead and do it again because this time it didn't happen. This time it didn't turn out so bad, and whatever the scenario may be. And it's like if he's never held accountable for it, if he's never checked for it, if there's never any consequences for it, then why wouldn't he continue to do it? That's my thing. I don't mind going to the cool auntie. I understand not telling your parents everything. We didn't tell mama everything. Lord knows we didn't tell her everything. You know what I'm saying? But it's just like, when do we start holding them accountable? I guess that's what I'm asking. When do we start holding them accountable? When do we start letting them understand that there are consequences to your actions?
I'm going to get my nephew. I'm just going
I'm not saying don't go get him.
I'm going to get him.
That's not what I'm saying. And I'm glad that you would go and get him. Oh Lord. What consequences? What she say? What consequences do you think he should have? I don't know. What are you talking about? What consequences do I think he should? I don't know. It's not like it's a set rule of. It's not like it's a book of consequences for the actions that you do. Everything.
But in order to hold somebody accountable, there has to be consequences. So her question basically is, okay, so for you doing this, you can no longer have this. You can no longer go here. You can no longer like.
I mean,
so what happens when you find out that he went to a party that you told him not to go to? He did. Now that you found out, what consequence is he going to face in order to teach him accountability?
I don't know. But on the flip side of that coin, should he not face any consequences? Because it seems like Tina is all about, well, were you held accountable for everything? No. And I'm not saying there's no way in the world I'm saying that they should be held accountable for everything. I understand that all of us got away with some stuff. Lord knows we have. But when? That's all I'm asking, and nobody's answering that question.
I'm trying to see the lesson that you're trying to teach him is simply tell you that he went. So if he comes and later tells you that I went to this party, then what? He went to the party. He got home safely. He went to a party that you told him not to go to. So,
and I'm really surprised at this comment, because she is a proponent of saying once trust is gone, there's nothing.
Don't do my sister.
Hey, Kelly, I got you. There's nothing when trust is gone. So you all are basically saying it's okay. It's all right if he don't tell you everything, and that's fine. I honestly get that. But at some point, they have to trust you enough, even if they know they're going to hear it, even if they know you're going to get on them, even if whatever the consequences may be, should they not trust you enough to say, Dad, look, this is what it is? Should you not trust me enough to be able to say, Michael, look, now I had to go get Mike from this, that, and the other, whatever, just letting you know. Now, here's the thing. You should trust me enough to know to say, maybe I won't mention it to him. But you just made me aware of the situation. And at least I know, because then now I kind of know how I may have to do things in the future. But when I'm unaware, there's nothing I can't do anything different.
So him going to a party without telling you will cause you to lose all trust for him because he went to a party and didn't tell you?
It's not all trust. You're going to the extreme left.
No, I'm just asking because it's like,
no, but the little things add up. They just add up. And for me to sit here and tell you that if Noah had done more than whatever, and it's always something that he's doing, and the stuff that you advise him against, or whatever the case may be, maybe it's not going to a party, maybe it's something else. And then necessarily got to be a party, but it can be anything. And he just didn't want you to know after you told him not to.
Listen, Noah is a different breed.
No.
Yes.
We can't do that.
Listen, no, I guess I can. Noah is the child that still has to learn the easiest lesson the hard way. Because he just don't like, I forgot what the acronym stands for. It's ODD. Those are kids or adults that just don't get with authority. They hate it. Noah doesn't like to be told. Noah doesn't like guidance. Noah I can tell Noah plain and simple, hey, nigga, you run up against that brick wall, you're the one that's going to be suffering broken bones and bleeding because you're made out of flesh and blood, and this wall is made out of concrete. But you know what Noah gonna do? He gonna back up 30 steps and take a running start and smash into the wall because he got to see for himself that the wall is brick and he's flesh and blood. He literally has to see himself bleeding and feel the pain of his broken bones to understand.
Right.
There's a difference.
But
my kid is different.
I get it. I get that. But
no, I
okay.
just be like, hey,
and
nigga,
I think,
learn your lesson.
See, Eddie gets it. It's not so much about the party, but it's just about the behavior, and I just don't want stuff to surprise me.
Knock it off. Y'all doing too much.
No. You're not doing enough.
Where is for a party? A young man.
Oh my goodness! You keep harping on the party. It's not just about
how many times have you when you skip school when you could have got shot? Hold on.
No,
How many times did you skip school to be at the arcade when somebody could have came in and robbed it, shot it up?
Absolutely.
And you never said anything.
Absolutely. And you know what? And that would have been the consequence of it. And what was the other consequence of me skipping school? What was the other consequence? I didn't finish. And I wasn't held accountable for that.
So, Kelly's question is, what consequences should he face?
It's not about necessarily facing consequences. It's more about the accountability of it all.
Okay, so how are you going to make him accountable? What are you going to do to make him accountable?
I don't know, Phyllis, but it has to be something.
Are you going to try to hold me accountable? What do you want me to do? How you want me to be accountable?
I wouldn't hold you accountable because I understand why he called you.
I'm driving the getaway car.
But my only expectation is that at least you give me a heads up. Now I would have expected that much. I would have expected you to give me a heads up. Absolutely.
I know. I'll give you a heads up.
You know,
I mean, now since I see how you feel about it, I'll tell you.
You know, and it ain't always about everything. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes there are things that kids feel more comfortable with talking with somebody outside of their home, like talking to an aunt or uncle that they may not feel comfortable with talking to their parents about. Now, there are some things that it's like, dude, everybody go through, whatever the case may be. It may not be that important that I feel like, well, Phyllis, you know, Noah came to me and he told me this, that, and the other. It's like, dude, I get it. I understand. And it's cool. Whatever. We had a conversation. But there are some things that I just do believe that it's just like, yo, man, just to give you a heads up, fill in the blank. That's all I'm saying. I don't care if it's not so much that he called you and you went and did it, but it's just like when there's no acknowledgement, when there's nothing, and it's just like, and then let's just say you never say anything, he never says anything. Now, all right, got away with that. And it's just like with me in school, since we went there, let's go there. The reason why I kept doing it is because I kept getting away with it. And that's anybody. If you do something and you get away with it, guess what? You're going to keep on trying to do it.
But it depends.
No, it don't.
What it is. It does depends. Like I just don't feel like him going to. I know it's more than just him going to a party. But my thing is like, if let's just say if Momo called me, he used his one call from the police station to call me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm gonna go pick him up. Nigga, what did you do? I stole a TV from Walmart. Oh, okay. Give me that TV. Okay, thanks. And then I need you to pay me back my money that I paid to bail you out. And then I'm gonna be like, hey, Michael, this is what happened. I got him out. He gonna pay me back my money. Do what you do, Dad. For something like that, for something that's serious, yes.
Okay, but what I'm saying is
before a party, like,
okay, again,
I know, I get it.
The party was just a scenario, and maybe that particular thing don't require consequences. But I'm just saying, when you just like that, when you took the TV that he stole, which is funny, but you took the TV and then you made him pay you for bail and whatever else. Those were the consequences.
And then I'm going to tell you.
Yeah, and that's all I'm saying. But see, it's there, and that's my only. That was my only thing. Is like there has to be some line where we say, okay, look, man, you can talk to your dad, or I'm gonna talk to your dad, or whatever. Everything just can't be like, well, I'm just trying to build trust. Everything can't be about building trust. Because I'm be honest with you, I don't care if you don't trust me, because this was stupid. And it was dangerous. And it could have been a situation that could have been a lot worse. And you can hate me now, and that's fine. I'm okay with you hating me. But I'm saying this because I want you to know that what you did was not smart.
But Michael, let me just say this. I understand what you're saying. But when you look at the world today, you can't avoid somebody being stupid. Look at how they went up in a church. If it would have been different if he was going to church and something like a mass shooting happened. You can't hold him responsible or make him feel as you can't hold him accountable for something that he didn't know what was happening.
Is he in the church because I told him? Did he go to the church because I told him not?
No, I'm simply making a point of.
Then that scenario doesn't make sense, because
it makes sense because you made the. I'm talking about the fact that you can't sit up here and just say, what if it was a shooting? It's going to be a shooting at church. It's going to be a shooting at the theater. It's going to be a shooting wherever you go. You could be sitting at the stop sign and somebody going to jangle your car door and snatch you out of it and carjack you.
But if it's a situation where I advise or I say or I give directive, no, you cannot go. Because if I'm saying, and this is where the trust part come into play. I'm not telling you no, you can't go simply because I want to spoil your fun. There is a reason I'm telling you no. And you don't trust me enough to know why I'm telling you no. And so
are you telling him no? Or are you just saying no?
No, if I'm saying no, dude, you can't go. No.
Why? Why can't I go to a party?
Because of whatever the reason may be. Feels again, it's not. Oh my God.
I mean, but you have to make it make sense for me, to the young people, for you telling them no. They're gonna be like, why I can't go? It's a
I
party.
understand that, and if I explain to him, no, this is why I don't want you to go. You know, the kids will be like, okay, and they will find a reason within themselves to still go. They just do. It's just like we did. And I don't know why this is such a alien type of situation that like people like y'all don't get it. Like I can't even count how many times that I or even Callie herself has said, no, don't do that. No, you shouldn't do that. No, this is why you shouldn't do that. And if he went ahead and did it anyway, and then called somebody else to bail him out, and then they didn't say anything, he didn't say anything, it was like, all right, okay, cool.
I think that's all I'm saying. There's a difference when you just say no and don't explain it versus saying, hey, you don't need to go to this party because last week that house got shot up. It's new siding on it, but that house got shot up. You don't need to be in there.
But my thing is that, and since we're gonna go with the kids of today, y'all already know these kids of today they don't believe in because I said so. And even if you explain to them, sometimes reason just don't register with them. And they go out and they do things and they make stupid decisions. All while the boys is growing up. And Kelly can testify to this. I've never I've never just beat them upside the head for every little thing. Because I understand that when you're a teenager, you're going to do stupid stuff. As long as what you did was not detrimental to you, detrimental to my house, my name, then I'm okay with that. And if you did something stupid, let me know. So when I go to defend you, I'm not blindsided by something that you did. That's right. That's all I ask. And so when you don't do that, yes, to me now, you can't trust me. Like I'm telling you stuff just to kill your vibe. Come on, man.
Well, here's a question that I need to ask you. Do you think that your child is the type of person who would withhold important information from you?
I believe everybody is capable of doing anything. Absolutely. And I'm not saying that he would do it purposely, but you put people in the right situation and you never know. I don't put anything past anybody. Now, that being said, I believe that if it was a really, really serious situation, then I believe that he would say, look, Dad, because he's done that. And I would say that, like, here's some stuff that pop up and Mike be like, Dad, this is what happened. Now, some things it was after I found out. And then he was eventually like, all right, so here's the deal. I'm like, why are you telling me now when had you just been honest with me, we could have fixed this situation. But now it's so far left that we all, it's going to take work to get it to where it can be, where it's repairable. And I just don't want it to be that situation where people are giving him outs. And it's not necessarily about a party, but just any situation. I think we have to be mindful of when we are considered to be the cool uncle and the cool auntie, is this a situation where we should make mom aware, dad aware, your friend aware? Or is this a situation where it's just like, it's, everything is, no harm, no foul, everything is cool. You were stupid, read them their rights, and then it's done and it's over with. Every situation is different. I'm not saying that it has to be done for everything, but there has to be a time, and there has to be there has to be a point where if the child or if the person does something, that they have to be held accountable for. You just can't go through life with no accountability. I mean, look at Eve. Nobody blames Eve for biting the apple. You know what they blame? They blame Adam. He shouldn't have left her in the garden.
Oh, God.
But she bit the apple. And then she brought it back to Adam and said, hey, taste this apple. And then he was stupid. He was stupid for trusting the woman that God gave him, thinking like, well, she ain't going to lead me wrong. Lies.
But Michael, you have to be able to... To me, this all feels like it's boiling down to just trust across the board.
It is just trust across the board.
And you got to understand.
Was just the scenario.
No, I'm just saying, but you have to be able to trust that we will be able to determine what is important for us to let you know, to make you aware of, and what is this is something little. Now, I'm not saying I get what you're saying, that every little bit it adds up, and if everybody is letting him get away with it, blah, blah, blah. I get that.
Yeah.
But you got to trust that there is some communication happening somewhere. It's like, I talk to Kelly. You know, Kelly and I are close. We talk. Now, the thing is, I'll be like, now listen, don't say nothing. Don't say nothing, but this is what happened.
Right.
Because Michael gonna flip out. You're gonna be a little cool. So,
which is weird in that scenario. It's
no, I mean, but you have to understand that we know. I know exactly who I can say what to.
Right.
I know that there's going to be certain things that's going to send Kelly off the cliff like the pigs that was possessed with the demons.
We out here!
Yeah. And then I know that there are things in which you're really sensitive about that I won't tell you. It's like, it's almost as if I have to customize how and when I communicate certain things to people. I mean, that's just how it is. Communication is you got to customize. Everybody is not going to be on your level. Everybody is not going to be able to receive honesty like that.
I will say this. I trust you enough to know that if it was something that you felt, nah, man, we gotta talk to your peoples about this, because no. I do trust you in that regard. I have the utmost trust in you that I know that if it's something serious that you will come to me. Do you know how many times I know Michael have gone to other people and talked to them about stuff and they mention things to me, and I'm fine with that. Mm-hmm. I get it. I really am okay with that. But it's just, it was just an interesting question that I was asked, and I thought I would present the question just to see where we go. But it is a trust thing across the board. There has to be trust established between everybody, between me and you, right? And then between you and the nephew, or you and whoever, that trust has to be established. But then there also has to be a line that has to be established as well, and say, listen, now, you my nephew and I love you, but now, dude, you was out of line for this. You was out of bounds, and I can't cover for you on this one. I'm gonna come and do whatever. I'm gonna help you. But now we got to talk to mom and dad because this is serious. You know what I'm saying? So,
But what you just said, this is serious.
I know I know the party thing wasn't serious.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Good Jesus. It was an example. The party was an example.
Ooh, yeah.
The party was an example. Everything is not a party.
I'm just saying.
Where's my drinks and on the dresser? It's all
bottom line. I'm going to get nephew. He gonna be straight. And if I gotta put the little foo-fop on him, don't worry about it. I'm gonna put the foo-fop on him, and he gonna be cool. Right. And if he get out of line again, I'm be like, okay, so this is what had happened.
Yeah.
And then the foo-fop happened, and
if they grown, If they grown, they shouldn't be living in the house, and I shouldn't have to tell them no.
If they're grown, no one has to say anything. I'm telling. It's certain things I'm gonna tell.
All right, that don't mean nothing. Some of y'all adults need to somebody need to dry snitch on some of y'all Negroes, just like the lady
You
who
can
canceled.
be
But
grown
see,
simply by age, but still immature in the mind.
just like the lady who canceled on the show tonight. But I'm not gonna put her business out there. I ain't gonna say nothing.
She was
because I ain't messy like
I
that.
hope she watching.
She ain't watching because I
I hope you watching.
She ain't watching. What you say?
I hope she watching. Wait.
Yeah, I'm not gonna. I ain't gonna be messy like that. I should. I should, but
it wouldn't bother me.
Yeah, I know, but I ain't trying to do that. I'm not trying to do it. But look, I know you got to get up out of there soon because you got to pick up the.
Yeah.
What you mean?
No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
I'm like, wait, what? Did he work today?
He did.
Oh, look, Eddie said I'm snitching. I'm telling everybody and God. That's
God already know.
He already know. Hey, you know what's funny? You said something earlier, but you know how we used to get Michael and Gabriel when they was little? We'd be like, hey man, I'm like, I remember once we got in the car and Kelly, her umbrella was broken. Like somebody had stepped on the handle and broke it. And she was like, who broke my umbrella? And nobody was like, I don't know. I didn't do it. And Gabriel was like, Michael did it. And Kelly was like, Michael, did you step on my umbrella? He said, I didn't do it. She was like, and Gabriel was like, I'm going to ask God. Yep, he did it. Because we used to do them like that. Like, do I need to ask God if you did it? And then they'd be like, I did it.
Shame the devil, tell the truth.
Look, when he said, Michael broke your umbrella, mommy. And Michael's like, no, I didn't. He was like, I'm going to ask God. God said Michael did it. He was like, why would God say that? Man, that was so funny. It was hilarious, man. But you know what? But I thank God though. I thank God because I really don't have to worry about that when it comes to my boys. And I can even say the same for yours. There's Noah out there. God bless his ministry. You know, we yet praying for him. But I know that deep down Noah's a good dude. And I believe that when it really, really comes down to it, he'll make the right decision. You know what I'm saying? All of them make stupid decisions. We've all made stupid decisions. Some of us are still making stupid decisions right now. Like just so y'all like y'all that's still eating Thanksgiving dinner. Stupid.
Eating macaroni soup.
Eating macaroni. You eating McSoup.
It's McNasty.
It's McNasty. The noodles ain't even there. Oh. Ugh.
It's McMush.
It's McMush. That's what it is.
Overcooked noodles. Oh, my God. We're not going to talk about that. I'm triggered.
Yeah. That triggers me too. I'm sorry. But it is what it is. But look, I know you got to get up out of here. I appreciate you all for hanging out with us on tonight. I'm sorry that our guest canceled. And but it is what it is. But we still thank God for the conversation that was had. And I like this. I appreciate your honesty.
Oh, thank you, Jackie. Said we love Noah. I love him too, but he get on my nerves.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Right.
Come get him.
Having a good honor is a blessing. Everyone can't be trusted. Eddie, you absolutely listen. Let me tell you something. It's very few people that I trusted with my kids. Very few. She was one of them. And her and Kelly's sisters were the others. And it's like, other than that, that circle was real small, bro. Because I just didn't. No, we just didn't get down like that. But I thank God because they have awesome aunties, on both sides. And even though my sisters are a little nuts, you know, 1 out of 3 ain't bad. I thank God
Amen.
for
Amen. Amen.
I thank God for 1 out of 3.
And
And
I
look,
am the one of the 3.
and you know what? And I'm praying that the other ones are kind of come around a little bit.
They'll come
And
around, but they ain't gonna be able to catch up.
no, they
Sorry. I get geeked up when I know that I'm the cool auntie. Don't stop me out. Put me back on the camera. Let me back in. Let me back in. Put me on the program. Okay, thanks.
But I thank God that they got wonderful aunties and man, it's a blessing, because I there's so many instances where I've seen people, and I always say this, and I remember the first time she told me that, and she was like, man, you're like the only consistent, male figure in my kid's life. And that I took that personally. And like I tell everybody, I wear the title uncle with a badge of honor. Some people just like, hey, just call me uncle. No, look, if you call me uncle, that means something to me. And I don't take that title lightly. You know what I mean? And so I just try to make sure that I just be the best uncle or whatever it is, whatever it is that I can be. But I appreciate her, and I appreciate their auntie Jackie and their auntie Jennifer and Mitzi and my sisters Yolanda and Delcy. I appreciate them. And that the Lord has blessed them with good aunts. They ain't got, I was about to say they ain't got no uncles, but they got Phil. Phil, all right.
He drink Crown. He cool.
He cool. Phil,
he drink Crown.
That's my dude, though. I love Phil, and that's my guy, and but I just thank God for the village that they have, and I thank God for all of y'all that hung out with us on this evening. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. Listen, it's Friday. Enjoy the rest of y'all night. I know some of y'all finna get your Netflix and chill on. It's all right. It's quite all right. Some of y'all it may be a little dry. Look, I get it. It's all right too.
I'm getting a jump start on my weekend cleaning. I ain't doing that. I need a gentleman caller.
A gentleman caller.
Put my information across the banner.
She on the podcast trying to get chose. That's crazy. But we appreciate y'all for hanging out with us. Listen, please do me a favor. Please like, tag, and share this episode, man. If y'all know anybody that'll be interested in the conversation, hey, put them on game. Let them know Man Up Real Talk is here. And as long as y'all keep supporting, man, we're gonna keep on doing this thing, and we're gonna drive it till the wheels fall off. So listen, have a good weekend. Love on your peoples, and if the Lord say the same, we'll be right back here next Friday, same time, same channel on the Man Up Real Talk podcast. On behalf of myself and Miss Phyllis and Mr. Hines, who's not here, but he is here in spirit. We want to say appreciate y'all for watching, and next time we talk again, we love y'all. Y'all get 2 fingers to the side. Make sure you holler at your boys and your girl, because we out. Peace.